Hello, everybody. My name is Crystron. I'm here at the Denver Regional, and I am here with
Jevon Butler.
What did you do today?
I got second place with Crystron Horus.
Any shout outs before we get into the deck profile?
Shout out to my wife, Dakota, my two kids, Ava and Kai, all the homies that helped me play test. Shout out to Nerds Kingdom and Dungeons and Javas back in Colorado Springs.
All right, let's get into the deck profile.
Awesome. So we'll start with the main. So the Crystron package is pretty simple. 2 Tristaros, 3 Smiger, 2 Sulfidor, 3 Sulfenir, the 1 Thicefern, the 1 Parasortal, and then the 1 Citri. And then we have the 3 Inclusion, the 1 Foolish Burial, which is an honorary Crystron card, and then the 1 Cluster. The ratio for Crystron cards are pretty standard at this point. If you look at like Steven Santoli or any reputable player who's topping with Crystron, these are like the standard ratios. Yassine as well, but these will probably never change. And then now on to the Horus cards. These cards were insane all day. There was so I'm playing 3 Imseti, 1 Duamatev, 1 Happy, and then 2 Sark. So throughout the whole entire event today, there's several times where my opponent wins the die roll, they go first. They see double Fua in hand, and they just think that they could just pass on double Fua, and that I'm not going to do anything. They're going to get more draws. But like the moment that I see like Horus cards, like I play 3, so they just die, right? This is just game on board in 3 summons. So this has happened like 4 times today. I would never cut these. I hate cash cards. I think the Horus cards are where it's at. They just provide so much pressure. I drew 4 cards off of this today. That was cool, and I was able to chain block it with Happy. I was able to chain block it with Happy, and then add back hand traps that I use on my last turn as well. So like the pushes are insane with these cards, especially if you start off with Inclusion, just to make sure that you're playing through a droll. Then like the Imseti is just plus after that. Going on to the non-engine, I play 3 Fua, 3 Droll. Shouts out to the different rarity Drolls. 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Droplets, and then 3 Super Balls.
Let's go, my man.
Super Poly is goated.
It's insane.
So obviously, Droll and Fua, they don't really need much explanation. These are just like the best hand traps in the format, main deck at least. I decided not to play Perulia. I wanted additional hand traps as an Ash to play through the additional Charmies that my opponent was drawing. It was okay. In simplified game states, especially back with your board, it's insane. Droplets is just an honorary Crystron card at this point. Sending Horus names as well, and then sending Crystron cards just a plus from there. But Super Poly is absolutely goated. So you can get full comboed by Mitsurugi, like Pure Mitsu, as well as Malice, and still just break boards with Super Poly. Especially if you are at a point where use Super Poly for a Mud Dragon. Mud Dragon is water. You don't actually have to call anything. Your whole entire deck is water. But these help you seal a lot of games and top deck for turn. They're insane. They help you push through boards as well. So that's it for the main deck. Going on to the extra deck, we're playing 2 Skeletas. I'm not playing any other. Here, I can put this 2 Skeletas and then 1 Quarion Gondrax. I'm not playing any of the other Crystron names. This card is goated. Funny enough, I've set up the Quarion Gondrax play today several times. I just never made it. It never got to, like, if I got to the point where I'm making Quarion Gondrax, I'm already winning at that point. but it never came up. Samurai Destroyer also never came up. Don Draxler also never came up. Ice Jade also never came up. These cards, like the Samurai Destroyer, basically is your nib protection. You always have Tristaros on field, so if they go nib, you just change Tristaros, you make this. Your field gets distributed. This triggers, you're supposed to summon a machine body back. You just keep playing from there. But the Horus cards were always glued to my hand, so I was always making Photon Lord anyway. So speaking of Horus stuff, Photon Lord, MVP, anytime that I open Mseti or King Sark, I was auto making this. Protects me from all of my Crystron lines and stuff like that. Zombie Vampire, you only ever make this if you just open hand traps in like Horus combo. And this is when you're just like hoping and praying that you know Crystron names so you can continue to go. Every time I summon this, it either milled non-Crystron names or it got impermed or ashed. So this really never came up. Typhon came up a lot. Into Mitsu Yugioh, if I'm hand trapping them, or in simplified game states, just being able to slap this on top of a body, bounce their detonator, and then still get to a Crystron cluster to pop cards in the field, I'm winning all day. We have honorary Crystron cards, Nova and Infinity. These cards were amazing. I would never cut these, obviously. Clockwork Knight never came up because I never actually started with Smiger or normal summon Smiger. If I started with Smiger, it was always pitched off of Mseti or off of King Sark. SP never came up. The two best cards in the extra deck, Mud Dragon and Garura. I'm hitting pure Mitsu with this all day. And then all the rogue matchups. Some people say that this never comes up. It comes up a lot. But I think Super Poly is goated. I thought about playing a third name, but when I was testing the third name, if you have double Super Poly, you are already winning anyway. So it's just like the third name is just super redundant. So that's it for the extra deck. Going on to the side. Funny, people are going to look at this and think this is troll, but I am siding 3 impulses. So the theory behind impulse, every single time that I sided this in, I was siding it in going first for Fua. I wanted a high impact card. I didn't want to play Solemns. I wanted a high impact card that I could side 1-for-1 for Fua that has the same amount of impact, and impulse is just like one of the best hand traps in this format. The only time it ever conflicts is if you're going second. It cuts you off of the Samurai Destroyer graveyard effect. The on-field effect is a continuous effect, so that doesn't actually activate. It cuts you off. This doesn't matter because this effect doesn't matter. You just need to link off the Smiger. It cuts you off of the Cyber Dragon line. However, if I'm going up against Malice, I'm keeping this in going second. And I'm killing you with the Horus cards anyway, so like the Infinity never actually mattered. And then it cuts you off of the Photon Lord and then the Don Draxler. But like I said, I'm setting this in going first, so I'm setting the card. Especially if I don't make it to Infinity, I might just keep this in hand. But it just all depends. But a lot of people think it's troll. The OCG. All of their old Crystron deck lists were all playing this either in the main or in the side. So I took inspiration from the OCG. My anti-Malice cards, also with this, is the 3 Lancia, the 2 Chaos Hunter, and then the 3 Phantasmes. Phantasmes could, in theory, just be Meows, but I wanted additional bodies and additional pressures along with the Horus cards. But the Phantasmes were cool too because I've gotten Phantasme Ash by Malice, and then I just summon it on my turn anyway, and I'm drawing like 3 to 4 cards. Phantasme was insane every single time that I saw it today. And then the targeting protection comes up, but into the Malice matchup, it really doesn't because all of these stuff doesn't target. And then the last cards, 3 Dark Ruler, and then the 1 Cold Buy. So along with the Impulse, I'm siding Cold Buy going first. I'm never siding it going second, unless it's pure Missu. If it's pure Missu, I'm keeping this thing going second, and then I'm just hitting the Ari Primo engrave. And then the Dark Ruler, in theory, it's for Mitsu Rai. All I have to do is just break off your board, and then if I can play that, like I'm outing your field and I'm setting up my own, and then you're not going to be able to deal with my board on the crack back. So that's the list. 40 in the main. Like I said, deck performed like insanely well. That's all I got to say, man.
All right, congratulations on the top, my good sir. I hope to see you guys in the next one.
All right, thank you.